Why, hello and welcome to Wren's Wasteland Reviews / Dumpster Fires of the Commonwealth. We are currently sitting outside of another camp. This one's near Berkeley Spring Station. The person who owns it is Duvel666. We're going to go check this out real quick. And it is a box built on a set of raised stairs. It is not quite level. They're utilizing the water down below, as you can see, for their water farm, and they have been to a number of the events, or at least hit a bunch of shops. As far as the camp goes, it's not particularly well decorated. It's not particularly horribly decorated, given the fact that it is a two-story building, and they are using these particular assets. Well, as you can see, I rate camps on a scale of 1 to 10. This one's built by the player, decorated by the player. They've used flooring textures where they can. I'm going to guess they don't have a lot of wall textures that go with this particular set. They went for the cheapest build materials they had, probably in their inventory. They also built in an area that's relatively dangerous, meaning that a lot of things spawn around here, including Moonlight Jamboree is just down the way, and just down the way over there is a bunch of other nasty critters. So, on my scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this thing like a 4 because it's not horrible, but it's not great. It has potential. There's some things you could do with it to make it better, like readjust the roof line, change out some things. But I understand not everybody has time to do that, and not everybody has the skill to do that right off the bat, which is why it's sitting where it is, because I'm not exactly 100% sure what this person's level is, but I'm going to guess it's, by the materials at least, a low-level character. Now we're going to go over here to Moth Movin' 76's camp, but first I'm going to jump to Foundation because I don't want to pay for it. And because I've had issues lately with stability, as you all well know, when I fast travel between locations. So going to a permanent location that is automatically on the map seems to be a good way to handle that, at least in the short term. Alright, so here we are. This is Foundation's entrance, as you can tell. It's right back up there behind me. We're going to go down over here. Mothman Movin' 76, I think that's what his name was, wasn't it? Yeah, Moth Movin' 76's camp should be right over here, which should be near where the Mirelurks like to spawn at. From this distance, you can already tell that they used at least one prefab in the construction of their little building here, and they have built a deck that runs underneath the water, so the water is going to come across it, and they use the decking so it looks kind of like the water is actually running through it. They have the massive 1,000 watt power supply that is meant to go inside of a vault or a really huge structure. They have their shop, all these little things of water here stacked neatly on top of each other, which leads me to believe that they are playing using a controller, because precise placement of objects is a lot easier with a controller when it comes to certain items. They have a bunch of stuff sitting here on their little display, food, soda, whatnot. They've got their displays out, their little work areas, a few buff areas. They even put a turret in here because I'm guessing stuff will spawn in here on occasion, given, like I said, this area is prone to Mirelurk spawns. They have another little building here. This is your cow spot
Nothing
creamery
smells normal anymore.
thing, and it's all gone because nothing spells normal anymore. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that one a good solid 7 because they built a lot of stuff and they incorporated in quite a few of the they also incorporated in the what do you call it? Prefab. and did it in a way that made it look like it actually sort of belonged there. Now for the last location of the day, I'm going to go to, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this, but it's close to Ibilly's, or Ibelieve's camp. We'll go there and see what we come up with. They've got the teapot thing, which means they've picked it out themselves. Hopefully they'll have something good. The last camp really left before I could finish my review and get that last closing shot of the camp so that you guys would actually see everything in it in one good push. So hopefully this one here will be a little better. Again, the scale's 1 to 10. On a 2 to 3 is usually what I rate anybody that uses a prefab, as long as they decorate it well. If you build something that's on par with a prefab and it's decorated well, you automatically start out at that location. This place here looks like a farm, which is what I would, in all honesty, should be down here. This bottom land, like, would be very rich in nutrients, so you should be able to farm really well here. You got water reclamation here. You got their displays. You've got their, I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be. It's not a house, so I was going to say like a garage with a billboard on it. A few other things floating around. I mean, they really haven't built a lot. They haven't built near an... I mean, I'm going to give them a 4 based on the fact that I've seen most of this stuff before and the way that it's built. Let's see now. There's their name if you need any of this stuff. They have it all in their inventory. That's the only one that I would probably buy because I'm a little crazy, or possibly this one because, you know, again, I'm a little crazy. I like quad weapons. It's kind of my favorite thing. They have a few decent plans, but nothing too extravagant. I mean, this place in itself is nothing too extravagant. It's mainly a bunch of workbenches stuck around the outside border like they were using it to build their wall. A few other little things stuck out here, odds and ends, to try and, you know, get what you can out of it. I mean, this right here I think is just kind of funny that it actually works. But same with this here. But like I said, scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a good solid 4. Come back over this way, get a good look at it. And as I said before, this has been Wryne's Wasteland Reviews / Dumpster Fires of the Commonwealth. And what do you know? I managed to make it a whole episode without the game crashing on me again. It's amazing.